In response to some questions we've had about how to apply a mitered binding on quilts, we're going to do a little introduction about how that happens. The first thing I'd like to show you is how to make a seam in your binding so that you don't have a whole lot of bulk. And I like to do what I call making a 7. So here's your one strip, here's your other strip. They're going right sides together in a configuration that, to me at least, looks like a 7 here and here. We're going to then sew on the diagonal that way. When you open it up, well, I oopsed just a little bit, but when you open it up, you then have a longer strip that doesn't have all of that bulk that's occurring in a straight line seam. So I would trim this to about 1/4 of an inch, like trim it there, press that open, and you're ready to go. I like to press my long sides in half, wrong sides together, and get a good crisp edge so that we can apply that to our piece. All right, hang on just a minute. This is our pretend quilt. When you begin, give yourself a lengthy tail. Don't start applying your binding right there. Give yourself 8 to 10 inches of tail so that when you come around and you have two pieces to join, you have some room to work. So I'm going to leave a tail there, and we'll begin using a 1/4 inch seam. And off we go. I'm approaching the corner. And I'm using a Vickie 1/4 inch foot that's got a whole bunch of little red lines here that indicate to me where is the stopping point depending on what size seam I'm sewing. This first red line right there is where I'm going to put the raw edge of my fabric, and then I'll pivot. No, I won't either. Sorry about that, I'm going to stop. All right, so I've stopped my seam 1/4 inch from the raw edge. At this point, I'm taking the tail and turning it up like that. Then I'm going to take the tail again and bring it down that way. I'm going to show you that again. I've sewn this way, down this seam right here, stopping 1/4 inch from the raw edge. I'm taking the tail and turning it up just like that. I like to make sure that this is a continuous line there. I don't want that to go cattywampus like that or off like that. I'm trying to make sure that this forms a straight line. Now right there, I'm going to fold and bring that back down so that now I've got all of this lined up evenly, and I'll begin to sew again with 1/4 inch. And we would do that on all 4 corners of our quilt. And with any luck at all, when you're done, here's what your corner is going to look like from the front. When you turn it to the back, you'll turn your binding to the back. Now we have a folded edge there that's going to be very nice for you to do your hand sewing as you finish your binding. I'm folding that up like that, and then this side down like that. And there is your very accurate and tidy mitered corner. And from the front, it looks like that.